We are amazing because our passion is limitless and our drive is intense. Therefore, you will not deny our grind. You are now listening to the Faith, Grind, and Inspire podcast.
Welcome back to another great episode of Faith, Grind, Inspire podcast. I am your host, Jean Colbert.
And I'm your co-host, Colbert St. Laurent.
And listen, today's episode, this is a guest who's a friend of the family. He's a friend of the show. He's one of the first guests to be on the podcast, right? And he's been supporting us since day one. He was there at the launch party. He was there. He told us that him and his wife were expecting. He broke the news on the podcast, right?
That's a fact.
This guy's been in Do Right, Do Good, featured in the book. This guy launched his business, The Fade Game in Queens. He became like #1 barbershop in Queens, right? This guy is one of the most professional barbers I've ever met. And I'm so happy to know this guy. I don't even give people intros, right? And so everyone's gonna be like, what? And so my man, Alvin Parker. Bro, I gotta clap it up for you.
Thank you, brother. Oh, that intro was humbling. Faith, Grind, Inspire, I'm back.
Yeah, you back,
Yeah,
man.
we was at Madison Square Garden last time.
Yes,
Now
yes.
you're in Southside Jamaica, Queens at the Fade Game.
And bro, and I'm more excited to be here than doing it over there.
Okay,
right?
no doubt.
And because, you know why? Because Kobe, right? So in Do Right, Do Good, there's a part of the book where I talk about I met this kid. There was a kid. He was a kid at the time. And he came up and he was like, look, I want to be a barber when I grow up, but I'm in school for finance, but my family has a problem with me trying to open up a barbershop, right? And so what do you think? And I was like, yo, as an entrepreneur, your parents' story is not your story. You got to follow your dream, follow your heart. He's like, I bet. This guy turned it around and opened up this.
That's a fact.
So like for me, it's like being here is like, because for every kid out there, right? For every kid out there that goes to someone that they say look up to or they like look as a mentor, whatever it is, and the person shuns them off. Yo, man, don't grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
People used to be like, yo, don't grow up too fast. Don't worry about it. Yo, just take your time. Right? Mm-hmm. And they don't give you the real guidance. They don't tell you anything. And so now when you do blow up and you do follow your vision, now it's like, yeah, right?
Amazing. It feels amazing.
Yeah. So it feels good, right? So now that's why I'm so happy to be here, right? And that's why I was like, yo, Kobe, I don't care what time we're doing this. We're filming this podcast at 9 o'clock at night. Like, I was like, we have to do it, right? And so I'm proud to be here, man. You're a great father, great husband, great boss. Like, you're a great dude overall.
Oh, thank you,
and so,
brother.
like, you deserve, and then we're about to talk about something else. You're a great trader.
Yes, indeed.
And so, and I'm just happy to be here, bro. I'm just happy to witness it. And it's cool that we applaud our guys.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we're not hating on our guys. And it's positive vibes, man. You know what I mean? Like, I love seeing you winning, bro. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like, during the quarantine when everybody was hiding, you know, they invited us to the house. We invited them to the house. Like, we let the kids bond and chill. And
They were kicking it.
and they were kicking it, bro. Like, best friends, man, from like 2 seconds meeting each other. And that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm a family man, entrepreneur, investment property specialist. I am your Brooklyn, Long Island agent who understands the importance of building a strong future for your legacy. Allow me to guide you through your next real estate experience. It's finally time to buy a house and make it your home. First, you'll need a trusted advisor to guide you through the process. In Jean Alert and the Sabre team, you'll find just that with confidence, focus, and tact.
When it's time to list your home, you want to ensure you choose the most resourceful, unwavering team to represent your interests.
Our mission is to help everyone find their place in the world.
So anyway, Alvin, everybody's probably like, "Oh God, man, Gene again," right?
I'm very humble. I'm very humble with that intro. Woof.
No, but you deserve it, bro.
Thank you.
Yo, man, if your friends don't say that about you, tell them, yo, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I talk about fade games so much, bro. Like, people, you know, at the studio, I was like, yo, Jamie, you gotta come to fade game.
Yes, indeed. He
took he took a trade from Madison Square Garden to here for appointments. Like, so, like, people need to big up their friends that are doing positive, period.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing anything wrong in the world. Like, you're helping people, you're empowering people.
Correct.
Right? By their looks and by their way their financial. People talk about financial freedom. People talk about legacy. People talk about building the black wealth but what are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing. You're talking about it. You posting it, you reposting, but you're not the Robin Hood. Come on. All right, that's a little hit. All right, yo, bro, we're going too far, man. I'm just super excited. I feel like Noriega right now. He's like, you're going too far? I'm going too far. Yeah, I'm going too far. So, all right, brother. So, from the last, update us, man. So, from the last, don't go too much into the other things. The stock stuff.
Okay.
But tell us how it's been. Like from 2 years ago till now, because you weren't a father at the time when you came on the show.
Yeah.
Now your son is walking. He's like crawling, doing all types of cool stuff. So like, how is it being a dad, being an entrepreneur, being married? Tell us about that. How's that going for you? And like, update us, man.
So being a father was life-changing to me. You know, I was a get up at 5 a.m., go to the gym type of guy. And when he was born, he caught my genetics, and he wakes up 5 a.m. every morning. So it was the end of the gym. The end of the gym for that. I still get to work out here and there, but yeah, that was tough. And then just it's humbling just to have this human being depending on you every morning and night for their bath, to wake up, playtime and stuff. It's a pleasure, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, I've been a husband for going on about to be 6 years now. And
6 years.
Yeah. And just that unconditional, deep love, building that bond, someone that pushes you and make you better.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
You can't beat that. People starting to realize that now because of COVID.
Yeah.
People was hanging out in their room by themselves. Yeah. They started noticing that.
It's a partnership.
Yes,
like, you know, and she's going to be a guest on the show too. She has a brand called Tender Organics. And we use the soap in our house.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Lotions. Yeah, bro. She has candles, all types of things.
Very talented.
Yeah. And so it's cool to have two entrepreneurs together raising a little boss. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
indeed.
And you see it, you know? Like my wife was telling me the other day, she was like, "Oh, they bought a fish tank," and you know, and so I was like, "Yeah, that's super cool because they're exposing."
Yes, indeed.
Because we just bought a new fish, and then our neighbor killed it. Our neighbor, his little friend, came in, started sprinkling like more food, try to feed the fish.
Yeah, overfed him and he died.
The fish.
Yeah, that's
next
sad.
day.
Good friend. That's sad.
Yeah, good friend, right?
That's sad. But you know, since I've been on your podcast, the shop continued to do well. It actually was thriving where I was doing something a little different. I rented out all my barber chairs, and on specific days off that the barbers took off, I was rotating my chair, which I haven't seen at any other barbershop. That was like my own idea I came up with to maximize how many barbers were in here at all times due to the fact that it's a busy shop. So, you know, before COVID hit, we were thriving. Everything was going great. And then...
Wait, let's break down that 2-year period, right?
Yes.
So you said something, rotating your chair. Why?
To maximize for customers, because I was coming in here on certain days and people were walking out, and I'm counting the people walking out, 9 people walking out, 10 people walking out, and it was due to the fact that barbers needed a day off. Even though when I was a barber, there was no days off for me. I'm not I'm not expecting that at all I'm not expecting that for everybody.
Right.
When I was a barber, striving to get my own shop, I was there every day. I was there before the boss. I left after the boss. Because I wanted to have what he has.
Yeah.
So that's the type of work you need to put in to get there. That's how I feel.
But you always had the entrepreneur mindset.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah. People, I get it. Generation.
It's different.
Yeah, it's a little different. People need their days off. It's all good. So instead of putting pressure on them to be here every day and grind it out, I said, okay, everyone gets a day, 2 days off, but I'm going to put an extra barber in here and I'm going to rotate. That way we can maximize how many barbers are here at all times. So, instead of 9 people walking out, only 4 people are walking out now, or 3 people are walking out. That's all.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
But you implemented schedules, which I loved.
Yes,
Like,
indeed.
people were getting booked, so I was able to book my appointment via an app.
Yes. I didn't have that last time. Yeah.
So you didn't have that.
Yes, indeed.
And so which was really cool because I would schedule, pay, and come here, and then so the awkward stuff was gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like sitting around is gone.
Save a lot of time.
Yeah.
Save a lot of time.
Oh, I'm leaving out a big part too. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We also got a big shout out by my uncle Rob Parker on Fox Sports Network after your podcast, and that was great. That brought in a lot of traffic. Skip Bayless co-signed it, threw the thumbs up.
Wow.
And,
Skip.
That was amazing. No, Skip is OG.
Yeah.
Skip is OG.
Shout out
When
to
my
your uncle,
uncle
man.
had a hard time with ESPN,
Yeah.
Skip is the one that came through. He said, "No, when I go over here, I got you." So Skip's an OG. That's why he's up on the wall.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Shout out to your uncle. He always kept it real. I love always keeping it real.
Always keeping it real.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right.
And they came out to the launch of the podcast.
That's love.
Yeah, my uncle was there in 4040, tearing up those wings. Yep.
Yes,
sir.
You said tearing up those wings.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. So, but all right, so you implemented the scheduling, right? So even with the scheduling, you still had walk-ins that came in looking for particular barbers, or they were
No, they just want to come to the fake
they
and
just
get a
wanted to
haircut.
come and get a cut.
Yeah, the marketing that we put in, we do 3 videos a month, and,
Yes.
and pushing and sponsor ads, and people react to it because they're
That's another
really good storylines, and it shows the culture of the shop and the paintings, and people want to be a part of the culture.
Yeah.
They come down.
I love that. Speak about the paintings, man. These the artists, all the art. I don't know if we don't have all the pictures in the frame, but talk about choosing that artwork is aesthetically appealing.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So the artist's name is Technodrome, and he has a lot of different pieces of different artists, different athletes, public figures. In my particular order, Nipsey Hussle, what he was doing for his community and what he was trying to build, and it's sad what happened to him. Rest in peace. Kobe Bryant, we already know his greatness, and Jay-Z is my favorite artist, and Kaepernick, what he's doing for the culture is amazing. So it's everyone that went really hard at what they do and put in 10,000 hours to master their craft or dedicate their life for something better than just themselves.
Bruce Lee is definitely he's another one,
Bruce
too.
Lee. Yeah.
Inspiring.
Did he?
Absolutely.
LeBron,
Bruce Lee was down for the culture too.
Basquiat, Biggie,
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Jordan. Yeah, man.
Yes, indeed.
this is it.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
I wanted to sit here on purpose because I wanted to be right in front of Kobe.
I know. Kobe's the man. Kobe is the man. Yeah, he's the man. Great investor.
Yes.
And basketball player. Yeah.
You know, so it was interesting that you said Nipsey, right? Because Nipsey, he opened up the marathon in a place that they didn't even want him in, right? And so he reinvested in the community. So tell me now, 2 years later, do you see the benefits? Were you right?
Absolutely. And sometimes it's about planting the seed. The correction officer that owned the barbershop when I was younger, he was planting the seed in me, and some of them didn't blossom until 5, 6 years, 7 years later. But I could see the kids listening to me because they see the business owner in the corner, and when I say something to them, they're taking it in. I could see it in their eyes. And again, it might not blossom until 5 years later, but I like the influence that I have here. And also, just for my personal self, when I drive down, we're on Frone Avenue, 1 block away Sears Avenue. I grew up on Sears Avenue. And 5 blocks down that direction, so 6 blocks altogether, that's where my grandmother's house was. So I drive by there all the time, and it just hits me, and I have flashbacks from 5 to 7 to 10 to 12.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy, and she would be so proud, she's not here with us, that, I invested in our community and provide jobs to our people.
Yes.
Yeah, and educate them on my finances.
Couple weeks ago, I saw that you gave back by giving book bags to the kids.
Yes.
So that was big too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, we had 100 backpacks.
100
I'm all
backpacks.
about giving back.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I donate all the time, especially to that AAU basketball team.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York City Finest. I used to play for.
You used to play for them.
Yeah, I used to play for them. It was an AAU coach, Rob Diaz. He's an NYPD officer, but he's in a special unit where he keeps kids off the street.
Okay.
So that was the coolest police job.
Yeah.
So his job is literally to coach an AAU team.
Wow.
That's it. And at first, when I was coming up, we was late to games. He was running lights. I'm like, Rob, you about to get pulled over. Like, what are you doing? And we had no clue that he was a cop at first.
For real?
Yeah, he just didn't tell people. He didn't tell. Yeah. Yeah, and it worked out, though. Shout out to Rob. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Officer Rob.
Yes.
So, man, all right, cool. So you implemented, I like that system. So you implemented, so 3 things you did in your business was you implemented the rotating seats. You implemented the app, the appointment app.
Yep.
You brought in other barbers on days off when the barber was off, you brought in someone else.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
And so, and how's your retention with the customers?
Oh, that's been terrific.
Okay.
That's been terrific. The hard part has been the barbers. I learned a couple lessons through trials and tribulations about cancer, cells, meaning people that, negative energy and negative attitude, they spread in your business if you let them stay.
Yeah, if you let them stay.
And I always tell people, I'm the nice guy that didn't finish last, but there are certain moments that the nice guy,
I remember
you get the short end of the stick.
Yeah, I remember I was here and I was getting a cut from you, and we were talking about you were asking me something about staff, right?
Yeah.
And I said to you, you have to hire slow and fire fast.
Correct.
And you
And I'm learning
And
that.
it was so funny because one of the barbers were watching me say that, and I looked at her. Or I looked at whoever it was, and I looked at her, so it was just funny because it was just like I wasn't talking to you, but I was just talking to him because my hair was just you were in my face,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
but it's real.
Yeah.
You have to fire fast because if you don't, the cancer spreads, and then now all of a sudden it's just like they all revolt against you.
Absolutely.
And so, and
Absolutely.
it's with real estate, it's with tenants, it's with staff, it's with just anything. A team sport, like same thing. You have someone bad in your locker room, that's bad for the team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so you have to have positive vibes, positive energy. You don't have something good, you can leave. The door's there. Like, you're independent contractors. I'm not forcing you to stay.
Yes. But, on the flip side, I had a couple guys stay. I had guys who listened to me when I was telling them, the blueprint of becoming a great barber and becoming a barbershop owner. If you want to branch out with the fade game or do your own thing. I'm giving the blueprint out. I'm not hiding it as a secret. Yeah. And I have a barber named Johnny Fade and a barber named Jay Epps, and they take full advantage of that, and it shows. When COVID hit, when we came back, there was like nothing happened. They're thriving due to the fact that they were actually listening and grinding every day, no days off, putting the hard work in, while others were like,
Now let's talk about that.
back.
We bring up the COVID, right?
Correct.
So we all hear 2020, my year, this year is going to be popular. Like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, blah, 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 blah. March hit. Well, not even March. Kobe passed away. It was
26th of January.
26th of January.
Yeah.
That was the first hit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Then March 16th, because we were hearing about COVID
not COVID, but people were getting sick. People were dying.
In China since October,
November. Like,
Nope.
but it was like, it's not here, so whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry for them. We pray for them, right? We do the prayer emojis. But when it hit here, I remember I was in school teaching, matter of fact, in South Ozone, and the teacher asked me, the assistant principal asked me, do you think they're going to shut down the schools?
Mhm.
I was like, you crazy? You know how many kids are in the school system?
Yeah.
You know how many kids depend on the meals and the shelter of the school system? Do you know how many parents depend on the DOE as babysitting their kids?
Yes, indeed.
There's no way. That's what I thought.
Yes.
Because I was just like, it's impossible. I was wrong.
Clearly.
Clearly.
We was all wrong.
We were all wrong.
We was all wrong.
Because the conversations I was having, it was just like, New York is too big to fail. Like, we can't, America is too big to fail.
Okay.
The world is too, like, we can't shut down. What are you talking about?
I'm lying to you. I had a heads up.
You had the heads up?
Yeah, by January, I had a heads up.
Really?
Big heads up, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
You see, you got the in, man.
Yeah.
The black tie, you see? He just gave the little signal. He gave the little signal just now to his people. All right. So I didn't have no heads up, all right, bro? So I thought I was gonna open up Brooklyn Swirl. I was like, we were good with the we were about to go into construction, everything. We were gonna open in May, everything was gonna be peachy keen. Man, please.
I know.
So
I ignored the heads up, by the way.
huh?
I got the heads up, but I ignored it. I said,
Oh, you ignored the heads up.
I did give a warning to all my barbers. I said, this can possibly happen. Just letting y'all know. So milk the cow while you still can.
Yeah.
And some of them listened and some of them didn't. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's how that works.
So March 16th, they said, look, lockdown.
Yes.
Everybody's closed. Like, that's it. And if you open, we're giving you a fine.
I felt like a child. I felt like an infant.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I said, I'm working this hard my whole life. I've been cutting hair since I was in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
9th grade. So, it was just shocking that they could tell you, like, you are not opening up your business. And then, on the flip side, it bothered me a little bit. I'm going to be honest. It bothered me. On the flip side, talking about essential workers and calling them heroes, which they are working through that. I said, I could be a hero too. I want to go to work.
Yeah.
Can I be a hero? Can I be a hero, please?
I feel like you an essential worker, man.
I'm ready.
I remember there was petitions out there to open up barbershops and beauty salons because we were like, look, like, these are essential workers, man. We out here looking crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that. People, with their barbers, man, were artists, were mentors, and
Therapists.
most importantly,
Therapists.
like people have to deal with their nagging boss, but if so-called they have a nagging husband or wife, because women come here too.
Yep.
And the kids, that people need a getaway.
Yeah,
sometimes.
this
30 minutes, 45 minutes.
This was like, and then so much goes on in the culture of the barbershop, man.
Yes,
like,
indeed.
The barbershop is where you come. It's like the family-friendly bar.
Community
You know what I
spot.
mean? Like, because there's no liquor. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a place where you could unwind and just chill and talk about whatever it is.
Barbershop talk.
Barbershop talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
The interesting thing about this barbershop, Kobe, let me put you on. When you come here, right, during the day, and you get your cut, bro, it's not the regular barbershop talk where you like, yo, man, you heard that new track?
I heard about this.
Nah, bro.
This is why I wanted to come.
No doubt. Let's get into it.
Yeah. We talking about this, man. This guy talks about stocks, right? I remember the other barbers that were here, they were talking about shorting stocks and options and do you think this is going to happen in the market today? And they all paused. Like, this guy never stops cutting my hair. They were like, wait. Now. And so I was like, what just happened? What just happened? And then it was just like, they're like, yo, giving high fives and stuff. Like, and then they have CNBC, they have, for the YouTube viewers, right? They have like 3 big, like 60-inch screen TVs here. and they have CNBC playing. They don't have MTV. They don't have music videos playing. Sometimes they do, but they have CNBC not on mute. They have it playing. So you hear what's going on in the world. You hear what's going on in the market. And I feel like being in this community, your grandmother would be super proud of you because not only are you providing to make people feel good by their looks, because you surely make me feel good when I get my hair cut, right? I'm keeping it real with y'all, right? But you also encourage people to make investments, like me, right? You like, yo, Gene, you don't trade? I was like, yeah, I do, but it's not. My thing is real estate. You're like, yo, bro, you need to get into this. And he gave me one stock. I don't even remember what it was, like a year ago. He's like, yo, do this. I went in, I made a quick, like, I think it was like $1,000. I was like a week. And I was like, yo. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I was like, yo, how do I learn more from you, Mr. Man? Right?
Yes,
and this is my barber, right?
Yes.
This is my barber. So he was like, yo, check this out. Download this app, go in here, and I have a chat room. And I was like, okay. Or he was like, no, there is a chat room. So I go in the chat room, and I download the app, and I go in. I'm like, yeah, but I don't see you. I see this guy. I see this main person, Robin Hood Killer 100. I keep seeing his trades. Buy this, everybody. Yo, blah, 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 right? And he's like doing all these things. Guys, look out for this. Guys, look out for that. Boom. And I'm like, yo, Alvin, where are you in this chat room? He's like, yo, that's me.
Robin Hood.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's funny because I had Robin Hood Killer chat room when we first did the podcast, but it was like a little secret hobby of mine. And I didn't tell any of my friends about it initially due to the fact that it was my first time leading a financial room. So I was building an organic following off of Instagram.
Gotcha.
And I had all different type of people all over the world and cultures and backgrounds and stuff. And they started winning. And once it was a little consecutive, I said, oh, no, I got to put my friends on now and family because I'm leading in the right way. Yes. They're making tens of thousands of dollars.
Bro,
How'd you start with that?
yeah, how'd you...
You know what? I actually started watching stocks in college. So that was 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. And I started watching CNBC, watching Bloomberg, started cutting people that worked on Wall Street, asked some questions. But I didn't put my money into it yet. Then I started reading books, putting my 10,000 hours in slowly. At first, I didn't commit to it, but I was slowly putting my hours in it with it. And then I started purchasing stock, but very small. And I kept it small. I was like, I don't want to lose my money in the market. And then I met this one guy, one of my mentors and friends. His name's Brett. He made over $1 million on Facebook. And he said, put more money into the market, but you need to understand that the business that you invest in is going to thrive in the future. If you can figure what business is going to thrive in the future, you'll be all right. That's what he gave me. So I looked more into that, and I was like, oh, okay, he's talking about industry growth, and he's talking about like the revenues of the company, where the CEO visions the company to be in the next 5-10 years. I started paying attention to that, and I started playing heavier. Yeah, and then that started working well. And everything comes back to the barbershop. And then a guy that came to the fade game, he was making way more money than I was in the stock market, and he was trading options. I never knew nothing about that. So he came in when we first opened up, which was 4 years ago, about 4 years ago, and I started studying options and playing them. And then I started my chat room 2 years after that, 2 years of me trading options. And it's been a blessing, man. It's been a blessing. Absolutely.
I love to hear that.
Yo, bro.
Incredible story.
It's the best, man.
You got the barbershop, but you could still, because it's usually just a typical sports and, hip hop, but the fact that there's levels to it. Like, you really.
Absolutely. When people come here, I want them to remember this shop in their lifetime story. Like if you can teach someone something, you're gonna live inside them forever.
Forever, bro.
Yes, and I love that.
100%.
Yeah. So a lot of people come in, they know nothing about stocks. Everyone wants to get on Robinhood now. Just buy Tesla and Apple.
Yeah.
But I actually teach people about the stock market. My barbers know about it now. They know what they should be investing in. And I tell them about the whole buy your ETFs first.
Yep.
You know, your first 10 grand should go there. It's the foundation. Just like you building a house, you need a good foundation. The first step in the stock market should be ETFs all the way. You can do individual stocks and stuff, but that's not the right way to go about it. Yeah.
So I know that the market took a big dip once COVID came. How did that? Did you?
You know what? Me and my wife were super excited, but at the same time, I'm like, this is a booby trap. They closed my business down, and they said, you might open it up in September. And then the market, this is a full-time, like, Century 21, we're going out of business sale. That's what you're looking at. It's not the end of the world. The market's going down, my God. It's like, this is a sale. Because I'm long America. If you're long America, you should be long the stock market. If you think America's about to die out in the next 3 months, get your money out the market. But if you think America's going to thrive 10 years from now, 20 years from now, this is a sale right here. You know, you got to pick up on the headline news. That's the time to pick up your favorite tickers and stocks.
Like Warren Buffett says, you get rich two ways, right? In the stock market. It's either when people are scared or when people are greedy, right? And so it was interesting because all the plays back in March, because when the barbershop closed, I was like, okay, this is when he's really going to go in. So I focused my ass off.
Yes, he did.
On him. Like, I was calling him. Like, I was 100%. Because I was like, I'm not doing anything either.
What's the move?
So what's the move, Alvin? Right? Now, put me on. Like, he was like, yo, bro, join the chat room. I was like, I'm in the chat room. Now let's go. And so he was like, all right, just follow, join every room. So I went in every room. He was looking at, you know, because I called my other boy, Chris. I called my other boy, Anthony Garrido. Like, I was like, all right, these three guys, I put you up there with them.
Yes,
right? And so it was Alvin, Chris, and Anthony. These three guys gave me my moves, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because the people you surround yourself with can make you or break you, right? And it was funny, man, because the stuff I did at my house, people were like, oh, you use PPE loans with this? I said, nah, bro. I didn't even apply for that stuff. I was like, this is my money, right? Yeah. And so, but this is from the stocks. This is from trading.
Absolutely.
Right? So, see, guys, you try to get me out there, right? But yeah, man. But thank you, right?
It's my pleasure, brother.
I was asking, bro. I was super excited. I was like, look, you gotta wait until you hear this guy talk about the stocks, man. Like, this guy is super excited about it. He's always talking about the 10,000 hours, and he's doing it, right? He's doing it, and then it's cool to watch the fact that he's not selfish with it, because he doesn't have to do it, bro. Like, you don't have to do it. Like, there's other people that trade by themselves. When I was 18, we had this guy named Jean, and he worked in the mortgage business with me. And he was a day trader. He started trading stock. He didn't tell nobody nothing, bro. We would have all been rich, right? Like, rich.
Yeah.
But he didn't say nothing to no one. He just stayed in the corner.
That's selfish.
And then in 2008, lost everything, and now this guy's like crazy, right?
It's karma.
Yeah, it's karma.
Yes.
But that
comes with it.
But that comes with it.
Yeah.
When you look at all the successful people, I was looking at this. Who was it? I was reading Black Privilege, right? Charlemagne the God, right? He said all the successful people that he knows in entertainment all give Swiss Beats. All these guys, they just always give. You know what I'm saying? They always give. And you wonder why the Diddy's, all these people you have on these walls, they all gave secretly in public, but they all gave. They all gave game. Kobe was always giving game to other players. Like, Diddy's always giving game opportunity. You know
that's the best feeling in the world.
It is.
To give.
So you are up there too, bro, because you're giving, bro.
Yes.
And during a time where you have a 2-year-old, a wife, a mortgage, you could have been like, yo, bro, sorry, everything's on pause. My family's first. and this thing got shut down.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm keeping it real.
Yes.
Like, you could have been like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Not just that, my mother died during COVID too.
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, my condolences
Thank
too,
you, brother.
man. That's another thing. Yo, bro. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, indeed.
I couldn't believe it.
That's indeed.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, I sent him the condolences. No. My wife is the one that told me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, no, it can't be true because he's on that. I was like, yo, he just gave a trade today. Like, I was like, and then I texted. He's like, this is what my mom would have wanted. Like, I was like, for me to keep going. Like,
Absolutely. That's what I was taught, especially my grandmother too. Like, men lead the household.
Yeah.
And you definitely, she was like, you have to be emotional and, feel what you feel. But the show doesn't stop.
Yeah, that's what
and
you
then
said.
you have a baby and a wife depending on you. You can't crash. I'm not crashing right there. Yeah. That was just, yeah.
A lot of power.
Yo, bro,
that the
you
father
strong, bro.
holds. And I speak about this more
Yes,
importantly because
Yes, indeed.
especially black men as fathers, we gotta really hold it down and to be able to just be there during those times where people are going through it. I had a friend of mine today. I was a little late earlier because he lost his grandmother, and he's like, I gotta step up because you really need to be that energetic support system because it's safety. It's the only way people are gonna feel safe if they feel like I got somebody that's looking out for me. So the fact that you're able to do all of that and finding out that your mother went to the other side, it's powerful. Speaks volumes for yourself and all the blessings that are coming your way. Because once again, it is always better to give than it is to receive. It's indescribable feeling.
Yes, indeed.
Being in the line of service that you do, it clearly speaks volumes, man. So
Yo, his
profound.
character, bro. This guy. That's why I'm so excited to be here, bro. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. But I just feel just great being around him. You know what I mean? And it's so funny because it's like full circle.
Full circle. You gave me game.
You know?
I looked up to you, my mentor. and
Yeah,
friend. Yes,
but it's just
yes.
fun, man. It's just cool to see, to see it. You see what I'm saying? And then the barbers that are around him to see it, like him. Like he's day one, bro. Like here, right? And he's always smiling. He's learning. I could see he gets it. You see what I'm saying? Like the barbers who are here, I see they get it. The ones, and you could tell the ones that were gonna last long, right? And then that's another thing. So, COVID hits, right? You have to shut down for months.
Yes.
Right? You have Robin Hood. You trying to teach game on, on the stock market and but the other barbers are not like that, right? They might be trading here and there, but they're getting the outside pressures because they're not getting the motivational daily motivation from you, the inspiration from being around a team.
Yes.
Now they're in isolation. So when it's time to open back up, did you lose any of your people or did
Absolutely. I lost 4 guys.
4?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, barbers started cutting from their house. They're like, okay, you know what? It's been working for a couple months now. I'm going to stay at home and cut at home.
Wow.
Meanwhile, that's very short-term thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, truly is. Because you can thrive in a barbershop. Where's your walk-ins? You're going to have strangers walking in your house? Or you're going to just cut the same people all the time? Where's the growth at?
Yeah. There's no growth.
Yeah.
Like, you have to think of the long-term place. Right?
Absolutely. That's right.
Like, you have to think of the long-term place. Like, if you're just a barber that could just, if you come to my house, right? Like you said, the people who you're only going to get but so much. That's the thinking of, I just want to make enough money to pay my rent and my phone bill.
And not pay him.
And not pay anybody else.
Well,
right? So as
even
long
if
as
they
I
look
get to
like
pay,
you.
as long as I get to pay, but it's not growth.
yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I was a barber here, right, I would be right next to you, learning, building, getting my equity in, getting my sweat hours, getting my 10,000 hours, right? And then when it's time, I'm scouting another location.
Right.
And then when I'm scouting the other location, you already trust me, and I'm gonna be like, yo, hey, what's up, Alvin? Listen, I actually found another place. I signed a lease, and I want to expand the fade game over here. What's Alvin gonna say? No. We'll be like, yo, let's go partnership, right? And so now it's like, but that's what I would do. But that's because I have the entrepreneur mindset.
Yes.
Right? So it's a little different. But if you're just thinking about, it's like we call it the lack mentality.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the lack mentality, that's all you're gonna get, bro.
Yes.
If you're aiming to make sure that your phone bill is paid every month because you live at home with your mom,
that's not
that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You gotta have big goals.
You have to have big
Your
goals.
goals have to scare you a little
Of
bit.
course.
You gotta feel uncomfortable. That builds growth. Tremendous growth.
Of course.
I was uncomfortable when I first started the chat room, 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And then also I was uncomfortable when COVID happened and my wife came to me and said, no more free chat room, please. Yeah, because I was doing the chat room every day for 2 years for free. That was my hobby.
Yeah,
And she was like, okay, they need to pay something. People made thousands and thousands of dollars from you.
they do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to charge. Your shops are closed down. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm trading. I'm doing good with trading.
Mhm.
No, you taking time away from me and the baby. You need to charge.
That's why it's good to have a partner. Shout out to the wives, man.
Yes. So that's why. Oh, they're gonna hate her. I'm sorry, but that's when it started. That's when it started.
Yeah.
She definitely makes me better because again, I'm a nice guy, and she'll be like, she's more like straight business.
Yeah.
Yeah, no nice guy. This is a
Yeah.
business. No discounts on Tender Organics to friends. Like, no, it's $14 for the soap. That's what it is.
Yo, bro, partnership. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, that's why my wife and your wife get along so well, man.
Oh, yeah, you said that about your wife. You said you
it.
can't grab a nickel from her. or something.
No, you can't grab a quarter.
Of course.
I told you what it was, oh God, she gonna kill me. So my wife was talking about something, right? And I said, I put a quarter in my hand, and I said, okay, and she saw the quarter, right? And I closed my hand. I said, okay, now get it out of my hand. And she was trying to open my hand, get it. I said, this is how you are with money. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, but this is how you are with business. Like, you're tight.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like this mushy one. Like, I'm so in love with the process, right?
Same thing.
That I forget about the profits.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll do work for people and then not send them an invoice. Like, and then I'll have to, they have to remind me sometimes, like, yo, Gene, send me the invoice so I can pay you. I'll be like, oh, yeah. Right? And so, but that's why we need these partners, these wives that we have, because if we had other people that were like cheerleading us all the time, like, yeah, you're doing a great job. Don't charge anybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the homeless line. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because we would give everything.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And because we're not focused on the money, we're focused on building. The bigger play for guys like Alvin and I and you is it's like the legacy, and legacy has nothing to do with a dollar bill.
Exactly.
Like, we don't know. I don't know how much Kobe was worth, bro. But and the thing is, and I talked about this when he first passed, is number one, we don't know. I mean, people know, but they don't talk about the money. When they talk about Kobe, they talk about the impact. They talk about what he did, right? Not how much he made.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They don't talk about the big checks. They don't talk about the big contracts.
Yeah.
They
That's
talk
not
about
what you think of Kobe.
No.
You think of other things.
They think of other things.
Yes, indeed.
Nipsey. They don't talk about, how much he paid for the marathon.
Yeah.
They don't talk about that. They talk about the story. They talk about what he did for the community, how he impacted lives. And that's what we're aiming for.
Yes.
So it's not like your invoice for a business card is not killing me, right?
Yes.
But me being here at the Fade game, for me, is big because I had that conversation. It's documented. It's in the book and thousands of kids read that story.
Yes, indeed.
And you're here. So you're living proof that when you follow your dream and you're consistent and you're persistent, consistent and persistent, you could achieve your goals. That's why I'm so excited.
Yes, indeed.
To have this conversation.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
And because this show is all about the mindset of entrepreneurs, and we talk about it all the time. And entrepreneurship is such a like a cool, trendy word now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
Oh, it's a new sexy job to
It's a
have.
sexy job,
Mhm.
right? And they created
Until
this-
COVID hit.
Yeah,
People were like, oh.
until COVID hit.
Oh,
But
that was a fake entrepreneur. Now they
yeah,
scared. They was like,
oh,
oh,
no,
no,
no.
I really just had a hobby. It's game over now.
it's game over.
No,
you know how
it's
many
never
people,
over when
you
you're
know
an
how many
entrepreneur.
people during COVID shut down? I had some haters talk about, oh, yo, so what you gonna do now?
Yeah, of
It was
course.
good. I was like, I'm still gonna do me. Like I'm a real entrepreneur. Like
Yes.
this is not the first. We had 9/11 when I was an entrepreneur.
Correct.
We had the crash of 2008 when I was an entrepreneur.
Correct.
Like most of these fake people don't even realize that there was a big crash.
Yes, indeed.
They didn't even know that
Yes, indeed.
the world was in recession.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
they don't even know. So now this is just something else. The real entrepreneurs are the ones that got to see something that like they saw the opportunity inside the dust.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't let it settle first. Because by the time the dust settles, it's too late.
Yes,
We
indeed.
already took all the money out the table,
Yes,
off the
indeed.
table. We're ready. We're gone.
Yes.
For real.
Nah, you're right. Absolutely.
We're gone.
Absolutely.
Like back in March, everyone's talking about stocks now. You know why? Because all of us made the money already.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, we killed in April, May.
we
and
killed
June.
in April and May.
Yeah.
And then now we're talking about the wins.
Yeah.
We're investing in Tesla at $340. It went up to $2,100.
That's a
And then it
fact.
split.
Yeah.
It split. And then with the split, we're all giving each other high fives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I know people that invested $90,000 in Tesla back in March. They're millionaires now.
Yeah, they're getting money.
Millionaires, bro.
Yes.
Like that.
That's my goal for the chat. That's my
Like-
goal for the chat room. I want to make a couple millionaires.
Oh, yeah, you
I think
will,
the biggest
You will.
someone gained in the chat room thus far was like 300,000.
Yeah, yo,
within a month.
you had some big boys in there. Bro.
Yeah, there's some big
COVID.
boys in there, but there's some people who started small
Yeah.
that they won big, and when they write to you about you changed my life, and it's just very humbling.
There's
my
a-
wife, my son, and
There's
I'm
a girl
loving
in
it.
there. There's a girl in there. I don't know her full thing, but Nelly, Relly, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, her.
Uh-huh.
Like I remember the day she came on, right?
Yes.
And then she lost.
Mhm.
Right? She lost. Yo, you know, it's your first bad trade. Don't worry about it, because she was greedy. And then I loved what he said, man. Because I'm your biggest cheerleader, bro. I'm just saying, if you guys didn't notice, right? I'm in my house and I was like, yes, Alvin, yes, yeah, that's the right way to go. Like, you know what I mean? And because he said, you gotta, for the newbies, you have to follow the rules. I'm not gonna tell you twice.
G loves that type of talk. Yeah.
Yes. No, because again, what you just said about legacy, I get really upset when people lose when they don't follow. You're going to lose with the stock market here and there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you lose in a silly way because you paid for my advice and you're not listening because you're being greedy, you're just trying to get to the quick buck.
Yeah.
You're going to get burnt.
Yeah.
People jump out of the windows because of the stock market.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to be guided.
Yeah.
Or take your time. Put
Take
your
your
10,000 hours in. Some people want to join the chat room, especially the ones that pay. They want to join since they paid their first day. They want to just trade. They want to trade.
Yeah.
And that's not the best thing to do. Sit back, watch for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm all about 10,000 hours, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
watch for 2 weeks, get to learn the flow, get to learn the language, go to instruction for newbies. I have it all there.
Yep. You have it all there.
Yeah, but people just like want to get in quick buck. I'm like, I
They
say
wanna-
this all the time. This is not a get rich quick
Yes.
scheme.
You said it yesterday.
Yeah,
This is not a get rich quick scheme.
it's not.
Like-
But they see some of the winners in the room. They don't know this guy's been in the chat room for 4 months, and for the first month he lost 1,000,
Yep.
but now he's up 40,000.
Yep.
It took time. You saw the 40,000, and you think, oh, my day one, I'm gonna get 40,000.
Yo,
no,
bro,
relax.
let me tell you, I lost big on Zoom. Like, big. You see what I'm saying? But it was because I didn't listen. I didn't listen. He told me not to do it. I thought I was looking at CNBC at home. He said, yo, it's a risky play. I wouldn't do it, right? I looked at CNBC. I heard from a couple of my teacher friends, so that were like, yo, we're not using Zoom no more because of like they were putting porn and
Yeah, all that stuff.
Hacking the stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I'm gonna short it. And I was like, watch, I'm gonna do this play and I'm gonna show Alvin.
that.
Alvin was like, yo, bro, I don't know, man. That's a risky run, bro. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it it's gonna be a long one. So November. Man,
Zoom ran. If you had a call, you'd have made hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. If I did a call,
Yeah.
I would have been super paid.
Yeah, it
But,
ran like what,
it was
$250, something
bro,
like that.
son, it was when I did it, I got in, I put in a put, it was like $90.
Yep.
$90, and I thought it was 100. No, I'm sorry, it was 106.
Oh,
And I did, and I thought it was gonna go to 100.
Yeah, I think Zoom's at 300 right now, right?
Four change,
Four
bro.
change, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't even touch it. Once it ran up 200, 300%, I was like, I'm not even touching that stock. I'm just going
All I saw was my account negative. And the one day where I could have got out was when Facebook made the announcement that they're coming out with like a Zoom type of thing. And I went in the green and I didn't follow the rules again. And I could have got out in the positive, right? That was the one day I had. And I saw it, I started making money. It went to the green. And I was like, oh, one more day. I was like, yo, they made the announcement, one more day. Man, the next day, bro, right back there.
crazy.
And it went it was even worse. It was like Facebook never even said nothing.
Yes.
I was like this. This guy's right, man.
Yeah.
Like,
No, because you know what? I
listen.
was looking at the technicals. Spec plays are good sometimes. Like a lot of people speculate because of CNBC, Bloomberg. That's cool, but when you have the technical side down, and not just that, when you like study the market, I've been in the market for years, even though at first I wasn't putting big money into it, I'm watching the market every day. So you get to learn the history of a stock. You get to see certain cycles repeat itself. So when I saw that Zoom has this clout right now. It's the clout stock of the day. It's a story stock. You don't really want to short those stocks. People short Tesla all the time. They lose hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Go ahead and short Tesla if you want to.
Yeah,
you're going to get hurt.
You're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Whoever shorted Tesla when they right after announcement day, they lost a lot of money because it went down to like 3 and change, right? And you probably would have thought it would just go down more. It was back up at 4 and change.
Yes, you can't short.
You would have lost.
You can't short story stocks. It's very hard to short story stocks on the speculation side. But technically, when you look at the charts, like
when you look at a stock, what do you look for?
I look at the 50-day moving average. Well, you talking about options or stock? Period.
Let's do stocks.
Okay, stock. I'm looking at the PE ratio.
Okay, PE ratio.
So say Apple. I'm looking at, it's a tech company.
Yep.
I'll look at the PE ratio of Apple. It's at 20. You look at the historical PE ratio. That means throughout the years. And it usually trades at a 35, a price to earnings ratio. It's at 22 right now. You might be getting a good deal on it. Now, you don't just look at that. Now you look at the earnings. You look at the earning reports.
Yep.
You check the numbers. Are they thriving? The industry growth. What's the potential for technology? Are they coming out with new phones? Are they coming out with this? And after all that analysis, then you figure out, okay, this is a good deal right here. Because stocks is all about timing. It's all about timing. Somebody could buy Zoom today, and it might be a terrible time to buy. But 4 months ago, when it was $100, it was a great time to buy. So that comes down to the PE ratio. You really have to watch that. And you got to compare it to other companies inside the same industry and compare their PE ratios and their earnings. So it's a little bit, it's technical, it's an analysis, but it's worth it. But you get what I'm saying with the PE ratios? So I'll look at Apple, Microsoft, Amazon.
Got you.
Right? Well, don't put Amazon there. Put Apple, Microsoft. I'll look at the PE ratios. Say Apple's trading at 19. Microsoft's trading at 40. You're like, okay, let me look a little deeper into this. Why is Microsoft getting traded at 40 and they 22? Then you look at the market cap, because market cap matters very much. Just because you see the PE ratio doesn't mean that it's a cheap stock. You gotta look at the market cap. They might have more shares. Apple might have more shares than Microsoft. So you gotta look at the market cap. Okay, Microsoft market cap is still smaller than Apple, or it's bigger than Apple. How is it bigger than Apple? Apple price to earnings. I'm looking at the earnings report. They're making way more money. They're growing way faster than Microsoft. This is a good deal right here. So that's one of the ways I look at it. There's many other factors I use though, besides that. But that's one way I look at it.
Like, so candlesticks and all that, you do.
That's for trading. Yeah, that's not for long term at all. Yeah.
My brother's a big day trader, so he's on that.
With the candlesticks and all that, and that's very technical.
That's what Chris does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Chris and Anthony, they're day traders. Like they were teaching me about the candlesticks, the 20-day moving average.
Yep, and the 50-day moving average. Yep.
He was like, I don't care what company it is. I'm looking for patterns, and when it touches this, buy or sell.
Yes.
And
there's certain signals,
and there's signals,
but sometimes they backfire.
Sometimes they backfire, but he, the way Chris does it, I would say 80% of the trades that I did
that's a great percentage.
It worked.
Yeah, good traders usually are about 60-40.
Yeah,
he's good traders. Great traders are like 70-30. I had some great months, and I was very proud of myself.
Yeah.
September was a little rough patch.
I didn't speak to Chris this month, but but throughout the pandemic, like he told me, don't do the Zoom one. And I told him.
And I told you, why did you do it, Gene?
You know what it was?
That was ego.
That was ego. No, I'm about to be honest. I'm going to be honest with all of you guys. What happened was I was making money, right? Yes. And I was making good money, and I couldn't believe it, right? Yes. And I was just like, this is too easy. And I was on the phone with my cousin. Shout out to Jaquel. And I was on the phone with my cousin, Jaquel, and I wanted to stunt. Right? And it was a flex move, ego move that cost me thousands.
Yo, you know what?
And then, so I'm on the phone with him, and he's like, yo, so what you gonna do it? And then I saw the stock going down. And so I was like, yo, watch this. I'm about to buy blah, 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 right? I'm about to put a put. And I was like, I'm setting up a put option, blah, 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 right? Yeah. All these technical terms. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to make thousands, right? And he was like, yo, you gonna do it? I was like, yo, I just did it. What's up? And I sent him a screenshot, and I was like, yo, I gotta go, right? And the next thing you know, I saw I was making money. And the next, like a day later, I was like, oh, what? And I was like, yo, why did I just do that? And it was too late, Yes. So anyway, it's all good.
Everyone has to go through that. I've been through that when I first got in the market. You gotta go through the ego. Oh, I know this stock is gonna go up because I said it's gonna go up. Yeah, that's silly, but everyone has to go through that. Yeah. And even with people in the chat room, I was winning so much at helping people win, especially during the pandemic, and they were out of work, that people were getting a little cocky. I had people that was like, I'm starting my own chat room. They was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm starting my own chat room. Peace, Robert Killer. Everyone come with me. You know what I'm saying? And they did it. And some people went to their chat room, they stayed in mine and stuff. And we're not talking down on it, but he hit me up on IG this past month. And he was like, yo, how do you deal with the stress when people are losing in your chat room?
Oh, that's something. Let's talk about it.
I'm making people lose thousands of dollars, bro. I'm sorry I stepped on your toes, but I really need to know. I really need to hear you speak about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to do it. I'm losing sleep. I'm like, whoa, nice guy that I am. Even though he stepped on my toes a little bit, recruited people out the room and all crazy stuff. I say, now let me give him a little bit of game because he's going too hard on himself. I'm saying, yo, you had a good month or two, right? Okay, it's a bad month. Mm-hmm. It's a part of the game. Yeah, and my wife tells me that because I lose sleep too when I lose people money. I don't like owing people money.
Yeah.
So I damn sure don't want to make people lose money.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
So if I ever have a red day, wifey wakes me up like, yo, for the last 3 months, it's been super green. They'll be okay with a bad week or possibly a bad month. You'll be fine. Just don't let that happen again. You know, you ain't gonna have 2-3 bad months in a row. Yeah. That's not happening. But that's a struggle. That's a struggle. That's definitely stressful.
But also,
Yeah.
too, what
Especially when I started charging, that's why I think I was hesitant with charging. I was like, okay, I'm making people win, but I don't feel the pressure of like placing trades every day. But when people started paying, I'm like, okay, I felt the pressure of what's the play for the day? People were writing that. Oh, what's the play? I'm like, well, obviously I didn't call it yet, so not no play. But I'm like, oh, they're paying, so they're expecting something every day.
But here's the thing.
And now you're forcing trades instead of doing your natural. I'm not trading today because I don't see anything good I like, or I'm not trading for 3 days. But on this fourth day, we can make $2,000 if y'all just be patient. But a lot of people don't want to hear that. They want to get trades every day. I'm paying for this. Where's my trade at?
Yeah, but here's the thing too, man. And we talked about this off mic. It was like a lot of the people in the chat room, a lot of them are younger, right?
Correct.
And they're college kids, they're young adults,
Yes.
and the millennials, right? And they come from this microwave era, where it's like
want it quick.
it's quick. And so when you have a system that, hey guys, buy this stock, and all of a sudden, or get into this trade at this point, whatever, and they do it and they win, you just prove their theory of how they grew up.
Yes.
So now when it backfires on them, right? Say they didn't listen, they ego, whatever it is, and they make a mistake, it's not on you. It's not on you because number one, you're just telling what you're doing, right?
Yes, indeed.
It's not like you work for Merrill Lynch and you're trading people's money. You're not touching nobody's money.
Yes.
So let's put that disclosure out there.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah,
So
definitely.
you're not touching no one's money.
No.
But you're opening an account. You are an adult.
Yes.
You make your decision. I'm not blaming you on my Zoom mistake.
Yes.
I can laugh at it and I can say, yo, I didn't listen to you
Yes.
because I didn't.
Yes.
Right? I'm a man about it.
Yes.
But I lost the money.
Yeah.
I made that decision. I was on the phone. I pulled the trigger.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
indeed.
I would never want you or anyone to feel like my cousin Jaquel, no one pressured me. It was a flex move that went wrong.
Yes.
Right?
And that's
And I'm a man about it, and I'm transparent about it because it's not every day that you win.
Yes.
I see people on the gram, all they do is post wins.
Yes.
But I love the fact on your Instagram, you post losses too,
Yes, I do.
right?
Yes,
You
I do.
post losses. And the other thing I love about your page, right? You guys should follow him, is that you don't only post positive feedback and comments from people. He posts the negative ones too, like, yo, I just lost, oh my God, what do I do? And he's like, look, and he circles it and he goes, you see, not everything's good.
It's a great platform.
It's a great
People
platform.
are definitely learning, and I
a
get
great platform.
testimonials all the time. You've probably seen testimonials.
I see them.
Yeah, people put the goats up and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So-
They be like, yo, the GOAT for the week is Robert the Killer. I don't know,
Yeah,
that's so
yeah.
funny. I
So
was
it's
like,
cool. But you know what happened? I just want to talk about September for a second.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
August was a great month in the stock market. Like it was, especially in our chat room.
Yeah.
People were making tens of thousands of dollars, and some people were making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I posted of one particular guy who thanked me very much so. And he was talking about he's starting up a fund for his kids and all that. He went over like 260,000 within like 3 weeks. It was with a Tesla trade, right? And I posted it. It was actually really bad because a lot of people joined the chat room because of that, right? And even the people that were in the room, they were in that same Tesla trade and they made 10 grand, which some of them never made in a month. I asked them, do you make this in a month or a week? And they're like, no, I don't. So you made a lot of money. Be grateful. But a lot of people looked at what he made and like, if I would have held or if I would have put more money into it, I would have won more money. I'm going to go harder. And in my instruction for newbies, I say, play small with your account. Don't have too many contracts. Don't have too many plays up at one time. So because of that play, people came in the room, and people that were in the room, they were winning. They were like, okay, September, I'm going extra hard. And now you're putting up your whole account, and then the stimulus package doesn't go through. And then they're going at Trump. And he's not going to win. Biden's going to win. Capital gains tax is going up. Market's going down. You're going down. And I warn you to play small. People ask me, and they was like, yo, you know, when they have their friends join and all that, it was like, yo, why is he still cutting hair? Or like, you know, why does he play so small? I seen him post, he do 1 contract, 2 contracts. Why he not playing bigger? The market will humble you. You got to play small. I'm not trading for one day. I'm trading. This is what I do. Right. So I'll always be able to make money. $500 here, $1,000 here, $5,000, $20,000 here. That adds up. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm not going for the home run. I'm making $100,000 this week. You know, that would be great. That would be great. But I'm not going for that every week because that's how you blow up your account. That's how you lose big. You know, that's how you lose big. When you're playing options, we're not talking about buying stocks. Because buying stocks is easier. Way easier. So a lot of people in the chat room, they don't even trade options. They only buy stock. We have doctors in there, lawyers. They have no time to watch CNBC all day. They have a family. They're like, I don't want to do the research. I'd rather see the stocks you pick, do my research on those particular stocks instead of looking through 500 tickers, and then I'll pick what I want to go with from there.
It's a long-term investment.
Right? Yeah. So I have option traders in there. We have stockholders in there. And that's about it. And then people who don't. I have a client. He doesn't trade at all. He's been in channel for 4 months. He put his $10,000 in. He's. I'm not putting no money up at all right now. I'm learning. I know this is all going to be hindsight. I heard that the stock market repeats itself, and I'm like, it does. It does. So it's good that he's sitting and watching. So he could be more profitable when he starts.
Well, I'm happy I didn't sit back and watch that Tesla play.
Tesla played good. Tesla play. I know you was extremely happy.
You know how many
you was like, yo, I'm winning, man.
You know how many people told me don't do it? I had guys like that were quote unquote big investment guys, and they were like, not Chris and Anthony, because they were like, do it. But other guys, they were like, yo, bro, I want to touch Tesla. Matter of fact, at your birthday party, the dude, the guy that came towards the end, like
Okay.
He said, yo, I don't trust Tesla. Tesla's crap. Tesla burned me. Don't do it. And I'm sitting there listening to him, and I was like, yo, but there's rumors that Tesla's about to split, right? And I was like, he was like, yo, son, don't do it. I wouldn't touch Tesla for a stick. I was like, all right. Yo, bro, when that day came, I was like, hey, man.
Yo, you know why they probably said don't buy it? But there was 2 things with Tesla. The numbers don't make sense for the stock price.
Oh, no,
the PE ratio, you remember I just gave you like 20 and 30? Yeah. That's like typical for companies. Anywhere from 10 to 30. The PE ratio of Tesla right now is 1,000%. It's 1,000. The PE ratio is 1,000. It's 1,000 times the price of earnings that they're getting right now as a car company. So people are predicting a big move for them. Like they're pricing them as if they're pricing them as if they're like already 20 years out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's not the way. So that's why they probably told you no. Yeah. But Tesla's a story stock. I told you about that. You have a superstar CEO in a story stock, you have to let it do what it does.
Yeah,
it has clout.
It has clout. It went from, at one point, it was $100-something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, yes. I have a friend that was like, he had like, before the split, he had like 400, 500 shares before. And he was buying it at 100, and it went up to thousands before, and it crashed. It went down to like 100 and something. Then it went back up, and that's when we saw it at like 3. You know? And then you told me, you're like, yo, Tesla's a good like long-term play. Get into it. So I was like, all right, cool. And
speak about that split, because a lot of people don't.
Talk about split.
The split, because Apple and Tesla,
they did it on the same day.
Yes. So it's pretty simple. Like, so if Tesla said we're doing a 4-to-1 split, if Tesla price is 1,000, you're not getting no more shares. You're not getting more money. It's just that $1,000 divided by 4.
Yep. So now you have more shares.
You do have more shares.
Yeah,
you do. Sorry.
Not more money.
You don't have more money, but you have more shares now. But it's the same price.
Yeah.
People got it mistaken, like as if they were getting more money due to the fact that it was splitting.
No, it's just that what happened is when the stock split, the price per share
goes down.
It went down, but then it went up. Yeah. So you had more shares and then the money that you had invested, like it like quadrupled because you had more, but then the stock went up.
Right.
Yeah, so now when the stock moves 5%, you have way more
You
shares.
have more shares.
Yeah, you make more money.
You make
That's
more
all.
money. That's
Yes.
how you made more money.
Yes. When Tesla moves, right? Say Tesla's at just say $1,600, and they're about to have an earnings report. Usually before their earnings, the stock runs up. So you say, you know what? I want to bet that the Tesla stock is going to go up due to the technicals or just due to speculation.
Right.
And you get a 1610 call. Got me? So your bet that's going to go to 1610. If once Tesla passes your break even, you get $100 per dollar move per contract.
Per contract.
And that's how you make a lot more money with options.
Understood.
Got it. So if you paid, say you paid $5 for the contract, your break even would be $615. So $1,615. Once it passed that, every dollar it goes up, you're getting $100 per contract you have.
Per contract.
Yes, and some people grab 10 contracts at once.
Understood.
Or 20 contracts at once. And, and that's what happened. That's how homeboy made that $200 grand in like 2 weeks.
That's how you play.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous because like I did the contract with Zoom and I was wrong.
Yeah, he did a put. Johnny did
did
that
a
before
put.
too with Disney. I told Johnny, I was like, don't do that. He did it anyway. But Johnny definitely listen. He's one of the guys that I feel like I would live inside him like forever because he follows the blueprint. He's thriving right now. He's investing now, and he's doing it the right way with the ETFs. And he's listening. And he's focused. And he's about to be a great leader and a barbershop owner soon enough.
Bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny, man.
Absolutely.
And he always smiling.
Johnny Fade. Yes,
He's
sir.
always smiling when you come in, man. Like there's certain places you walk in with customer service. Like sometimes you go to a barbershop and then and you see the other barbers mad because they might not be cutting hair.
Yeah.
And then you're going to the one barber and then you sort of feel bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you ever had that feeling. You know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes they be like, hey, you want to cut? I'm
Like,
nah, I'm waiting.
I'm with him. I'm waiting for him. Like, and then you would sit there, and then like he's busy. He has like 3 people, and then this guy's just like on his iPad, like he's just chilling. And he's like, "You sure? You sure it's like an hour wait?" And it was so awkward. It'd be so not here, but like in the past, like it's so awkward being that the guy that has no customers.
Absolutely.
and then you're like, "Yo, you sure you don't want to?"
But not for nothing. When Johnny didn't have a big clientele, when he first got here, he always had that same attitude,
Same energy, right?
Yeah. Him and Jason, like they sat there and they just like sat and waited. And
Johnny always had people in this chair though, bro. Like
Not in the very
not in the
beginning.
very beginning? Oh.
No, but he told me. I remember we had a conversation. It was funny. Outside his first week, I said, "How you like the fade game?" He said, "I like it." He said, "I'm going to have more customers than every barber in here." And then I'm going to have more customers than you.
He said that?
Yeah.
I love it.
And I'm going to be a barbershop owner. This is the right shop for me. He said that.
Oh, wow. I love it. See,
Yes,
but
he
you
did.
see, that's entrepreneur talk.
Absolutely. I respect it.
Talk.
Yeah, I don't respect the shop hoppers. Like, I'm going to go to this shop. I'm going to go to that shop. And just like, you're doing a whole bunch of nothing.
bro.
Like,
It's like-
why don't you put your $10,000 in, get your clientele up, and open up your barbershop. Forget cutting at home on some van.
Yeah, man.
Like, open up your shop, man. Strive for big goals. Every little minute I get, I'm researching. I have my headphones in. Sometimes when I'm cutting, I'm listening to interviews.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not watching it, but I'm listening to interviews. Or I'm listening to an old earnings call because you can always play back some earnings calls. I'm listening to the earnings call. And then also, so when I wake up at 5 in the morning, my son, sometimes he wakes up a little late at 5:45. I get 45 minutes. I get to listen to podcasts, like financial podcasts, about options and all different type of things. And I not only have 45 minutes, the show do usually 30 minutes each. I'll 2X it. So I can listen to each show for 15 minutes. And I'm like, ooh, it's fast, it's a little robotic, but I'm taking it in. And since I'm so in tune, I'm picking up on everything. You know, if I wasn't in tune, I probably wouldn't get or be able to take in the information. But I could listen to podcast 2X when they're talking about what stock is high for the day, PE ratios, boom, 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 this analyst, whatever. So I listen to it rapidly fast. Yeah. You can. A lot of people don't even know you can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah, my man had told me, he was like, yo, you know you can listen to your podcast faster, right? I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, that's the best invention ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it saves me time.
It saves you time.
It saves me time.
Wow.
And then also, I'm looking at numbers throughout the day. I'm on CNBC. I'm on Bloomberg. I'm subscribed to many different things. IBD Holdings Channel.
Yes.
Market Watch. Yeah, so I'm on it.
You on it.
Yeah, I live,
Yahoo
eat,
business.
and breathe this. I'm not playing around. And I've been doing it for years. A lot of people are doing this now.
Yeah.
You know, and this is their first storm because the people that got into it was after March.
Yes.
They're like, oh, stocks are low. Let's go. Yeah. So September was their first storm.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteed a lot of people retired this month. They're like, oh, I'm not doing this.
Oh, yeah, I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, this ain't it right now. They felt their first wrath of, that was unexpected.
Yo, what's up with this whole Forex thing?
So Forex is day trading, and the same thing. They're looking at signals, and it's all about currency. I'm not into that. I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
I stay in my lane. Yeah.
It's like foreign exchange.
It's totally different. It is totally different from analyzing stocks. It's like, okay, you're a barber, and she's a beautician.
Yeah.
Like just because you're a barber, you can't do what she does.
It's
You
like
can't do what you do.
It's like 24 hours. It doesn't
24
stop.
hours.
Yeah, it doesn't stop either.
doesn't stop.
Yeah. And I put so much hours into stocks and options. I don't have time for Forex to learn that game too. Yeah, I'm trying to be a great father,
I'm getting all these
great
emails.
husband, and that.
I get all these bots and people hitting me up.
Yeah, a lot of people hit you so they get a free membership to their chat room or something like that.
Yeah, Forex. Everybody. It's like I felt like the way they're making it seem is like trading Forex is like a sort of like a pyramid type of thing. Like it's like a
they got the blockchains now because cryptocurrencies, a lot of them, they're coming up with so many of them and they're so discounted. Like one that's called Tron, and the guy Justin Sun, he's like a genius in China, but he paid like $4.5 million to sit down with Warren Buffett. So. And you're talking about $1, it gets like 3 cents Tron. So you can get so much of it at such a discounted rate. People are just thinking like, with the US dollar not being backed by anything, in the case, if it does fall, they're looking to where you can go. Because Bitcoin, my mentor brought it up about 10 years ago, it was $100. Now it's $10,000.
Yes, indeed.
So if you got, the right into it, like I said, there's just so much.
Yeah, there's so many different lanes. I'm not knocking Forex, but it's just not my lane.
What advice would you give business owners that went through this? Like, how do you bounce back?
Shutting down wasn't an option for me. I had too many guys betting on me. Like, I have 9 people working here, and they have families that they provide for. So me, like, shutting down the shop, that's insane to me, man. I can't. I'm a servant to the people. I'm a servant to the community. I'm a servant to barbers, my barbers that work with me, and I'm a servant to everyone in the chat room. That's how I look at it.
Did the landlord give you
No break?
No break.
I didn't do PPP.
Wow.
I didn't do PPP. I don't like loans.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I got student loans before, and that was a booby trap. I was like, woo!
Booby trap.
Yeah, word. Yeah, it took me longer to open up my shop because of them student loans. It was great, though. I got my education and stuff. But yeah, after that, I was like, no more loans for me. I'm good on loans. Yeah, all the way. So I luckily I was blessed enough to have some savings and stuff. So I would tell business owners now that a rainy day can come. I never even saw this rainy day, coming like this. Like, shut down your business for 3 months, and you still have to pay the rent. Or, we on mafia mode, you could take this loan from us, and we own a percentage of your business until you pay it off. Even though we told you to shut down. I'm like, wait, but what? It's like, what? This is a mafia move. What's it? What's it called?
Extortion?
Yo, that was kind of crazy. I'm like, I'm not signing up for that PPP. Are you crazy? People didn't read the contract and stuff, but they own a percentage of your business until you pay that loan off.
Yeah.
And then you mess with government, they're gangsters. So who said they don't just want to say, we own your business. That's it. Yeah. You got to pay it off now or we own it.
Yeah.
That can happen.
You work for me.
Yeah, that happened. So,
happen.
I am all the way good. Yeah, I got the Fed, and, taxes in my pocket already. I'm good with that alone, and that is it. Yeah.
So that's cool, man. And
I know there's a lot of people that want to know how they can get inside your group.
Yes.
Man, because I know
Okay, so you follow Robin Hood Killer 100 on Instagram.
KILLA.
Yes, no, KILLER, the correct way.
bro.
Yeah. Killer. Yeah, you didn't hear me. Wait. People made $200,000 in 2 weeks. Yeah, Killer,
man.
Killer.
He's killer.
So Robin Hood Killer 100 on Instagram, and on the link bio. You can click it, join the group, and it's a great community. Like I said, don't come in there, get rich quick. It's going to be a learning process, but it's worth it.
Slow and steady.
Absolutely. You fast, you crash, and slow is the way to go.
Right.
And for business owners, it's just like, to me, bro, just don't give up and strive hard always to give your all. I was giving my all before COVID, so the loyalty and the culture was already there. If I was slacking, which, I'm just going to be honest, some of our barbers were slacking beforehand, and that's why I had to talk like, yo, better milk the cow because we're the hottest shop in New York right now, but that could change. I seen that change with Rooney's Barbershop, the way I used to work for. So I was like, that could change. You should really work really hard while the people are coming in, not turning them away. And they didn't decide to do that. And they felt it the most when we came back. Their clients wasn't coming back to them. They didn't have that loyalty base. They didn't have the loyalty base. They was like, their clients cutting their own hair. Yeah. Meanwhile, Johnny, Jason, and Nico, and a couple others, their clients are coming back to them.
Yeah.
For that. Not just that haircut, but just the overall experience. And they know that they're here, they're reliable, and it's just a great vibe.
I want to ask you something too. During the COVID, right? I know me and you were friends, so it was different. But did you stay in touch with your clients? Did you reach out to them? Did you say, hey, how you guys doing? Like,
you know what?
Or
One of my clients hit me. He's a business guy too. He said, Al, I think you should reach out to all your clients. I didn't get a text from you. I don't know if you did already. And just, see how they doing, da-da-da. And I was right about to. And my mom was in the hospital when he called me and told me that. And then she passed away. And then the chat room, planning a funeral. You can't have it at a funeral home. And I just got lost in the sauce. And I did not send out a blast text to all my clients. I did do it on Instagram and Facebook, though. And on the Fade Game Instagram. Okay. But individual, that personal message, I didn't do that. I just had so much going on. Being a father, a husband, playing my mom's funeral, the chat room, and it was a lot.
The clone couldn't do
and then the shop. That was another, the shop. Every month that we call, I'm tuning New York One and Como like, we'll open up in September. I'm like, yo, come on, man. We'll open up in September. Essential workers. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm essential to my family.
Phase 3, phase 4. Man. Matter of fact, we're going to make barbershops phase 8.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yo, my wife was on fire. This is illegal.
This is illegal.
That's crazy. So, that was fun. It was fun in hindsight, but that's how it went down.
Goodness.
That's how it went down. But it's a pleasure to be with you guys, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love talking to you, Gene. That intro was amazing. It's good to meet you, brother. And everything that you do. Gene talked very highly with your investments that you make. So I definitely need to tune into your story a little bit more too. Hear a little bit more about you. Because Gene only mess with greats. I know him.
That's a fact.
Yeah. He doesn't like slackers.
No,
I don't like slackers, and I don't like emotional characters either. I'm good on that.
I could say that. That's a strong word. I hate lazy people.
You do. I know you do.
It just for me, it's just like who around you was like that. Like, no one sacrificed anything for you to get to where you are. You can literally just wither your life away. Yeah. Like, there's nothing that pushes you. There's no one you want to, like, even for yourself. Like, if it's no one else.
Yo, Gene, sometimes,
like, I don't understand, bro.
Some parents or people around individuals, they don't give no drive. I've seen it. I've seen it being in a barbershop. They don't put, like, you, I know you do what your son, my grandmother did with me, mental strategies, tests for your kids. Yeah. People don't even do that day by day. Cereal, school, go to sleep, cartoons,
4
and that's it.
And he's a competitor.
Yeah, I see him.
He's like, Daddy, I'm gonna beat you. He's like, his friends in the block, he's the youngest one. He beat Boston. Yo, I'm not coming outside today, so you guys can't come out. Do you know these kids? Yo, FaceTime, go in your house and FaceTime me.
Now he's a boss.
Yo.
But you're a boss, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like this. Teary moments all the time. I'm like, yo, yeah, four.
Yes.
This kid is like, yo, I'm gonna outwork. I was like, Dad. He's like, in school, the way they greet the men is like, what's up, King? What's up, King? What's up, King? Future King. My son said, no, not a future king. I'm a king. And they look at him. They're like, no, but you're 4. You're not a king yet. He said, yes, I am. He said, greatness is in my future.
Amazing. Wow. At 4 years old. Amazing.
I was like, really? Really? You said that? He's like, yeah. And I called the school. The school's like, yeah, your son did say that. I was like, and they were like, but he was like, where did he get that from? And I said, in his room, I have a new greatness is in your future on his wall. And I've been saying it to him since day one. When I knew he was like goo goo gaga, right? And I always said it to him. And then now, as soon as he started talking, I make him go in his room every day. Listen, read that.
Amazing.
Greatness is in my future. Yes.
Amazing.
So like these affirmations, these things is what you have to instill in these kids because we can't have slackers, bro.
Gene, I wanted to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I want to thank all of my clients that did hit me up during COVID. They offered to send me haircuts, money for haircuts that they're not getting because they knew they was like, damn, this guy has a kid and wife.
Yeah.
They didn't know about Robert Hood Killer.
Yeah.
All of my trading.
Yeah.
But they offered, and that was amazing. And then also my stepmom and my dad, when my mom died, my stepmom hit me up immediately. She was like, yo, any rent payments for your barbershop, I'll pay it, da-da-da. She knows I'm not like that anyway, but she's like, yo, I'll send it over. So all of that, like having that, the family, the friends, the good vibes, it makes you stronger too.
Yeah.
It makes you stronger. Because I no way the shop would have failed. Even if I wasn't trading or I didn't have Robin and Killer, it wasn't going to fail because my family's so strong. And I don't like owing people money. So anyone knows they give me 10 grand or whatever it is, they're going to get it back. They're going to get it back.
Yo,
so that's
but you see, that's the gratitude, and also that's a testimony of community and what's around you.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
and that's the angels. That's your grandmother. That's your mom.
Yes.
Those are people. That's the angels that surround you, protecting you, bro.
Yes,
you know what I mean. You're gonna go through, of course, bumps. Mm-hmm. Everyone goes through bumps.
Absolutely,
right? Everyone goes through challenges. But as long as you believe, as long as you believe and have faith and continue to have faith, and you understand, you listen. You have to be still sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Do you meditate?
Yes, I do sometimes.
Oh, you do sometimes? Yeah. But like, sometimes it's just good to be still. We asked you this before, 2 years ago. I'm going to ask you again. Right? Out of the 3 words now, what resonates with you today?
Faith.
Faith.
Yeah. God is good, brother. Yeah, God has taken care of me. Yeah.
Faith.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, have faith.
I believe that.
Yeah.
It's a testament for him.
Yeah, it's testimony for him, bro.
All like the love, people reaching out to send you money, like to do that. That's because of the person that you are. So it's like it's not about what you do, like you said. All of the grace that we talk about, like it's about who they are. When you leave, when people talk about you, it's gonna be more than what you did. Like Christ was a carpenter.
Yeah.
Like people don't talk about him being a carpenter. They talk about what he did and the miracles he did. So as long as we got good, kings like ourselves, like yourself, we're in good shape moving forward. There's far and few between, but there are plenty of us. So thank you, man, for what you do for the community. I love that you. When I was driving up here, I'm like, yo, this is Jamaica Ave. I remember I used to make my mom, we got to go to Jamaica Ave, Ma, so we can go buy all the clothes. Yeah. And it's like the fact that you do it over here is profound, man. So thank you for all that you do, and thank you for having us in this amazing shop.
Yeah, this presentation's always A1, and it's weird to me that other barbers that worked here before didn't want to follow the lead. I told him that Johnny didn't dress up when he first got here, and we did it, and he did it once. He got bigger tips. He was like, "Oh, this is it.
Yeah,
it's over."
Yeah.
I'm Johnny Fresh now. It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been Johnny Fresh ever since.
With that being said, right, we'll let you get back to your business. Where can people find you?
On Instagram at the Fade Game or at Mr. Parker is Winning. That's my other Instagram. Or again, the profound, the great Robin Hood Killer 100.
Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you, Alvin.
Yes.
Thank you, Brianna. Thank you, Johnny Fade. Right? Thank you, Colbert. Right? Listen, thank you guys. Thank you to our wives.
Yes,
right?
indeed. Oh, my wife is gonna get at me. I didn't put my son to bed tonight.
Yeah. This was a late night for us. But this podcast, like, we're doing it 100% independent. Right? Me, Colbert, and Brianna. This is ours now. And so we need you guys. We need your support. We need you guys to share this podcast. Thank you for all our subscribers. Thank you to all our listeners throughout the years, the last 2 years. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And keep grinding, keep going, and don't stop no matter what. Peace.
No doubt. Yes, sir.